This is Kid Hero. Bam! Kid Hero! Hey everyone, this is Kid Hero, and today we are going to do an epic unboxing. I got a big, large box that basically looks like the Ark of the Covenant. Plus it came with 2 additional boxes. This one is relatively light. I don't know what's inside this one. This other one is actually considerably heavy. But I ordered some more stuff for the kids. A few weeks ago I did a video in regards to the laser cutting of the STEM kits that I did for the community. Well, I went out and I bought the same exact model that we have at the actual computer production lab. That way I can make these at home and deliver them quicker to not only students in the community, but also ones that I consistently teach when I'm going from school to school. I wanted to be able to make these whenever I wanted, since the lab is only open when it's open. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be doing an epic unboxing. I'm going to actually need one of my friends to lift this thing. I'm not going to say how much exactly I spent on this, but this was more expensive than most used cars that most people buy. Hopefully they did a good job boxing this up, because the last thing I want to do is be messing around with trying to send this thing back or complaining to the factory. Let's unbox it first, I guess, and then I'll get into what exactly we all got. Let's do this thing. Do not discard packing material, okay? My biggest concern is I want to save the box, but looking from the top view down is considerably bigger than what I expected, but we will make do. It's actually going to sit on this custom table that I made out of some 2x4s and counters, and yes, I'm very excited to use this thing, so let's see what we can do. We have the machine already out. You can see it right here in the corner. There were 2 other boxes, and I'm not 100% sure what's entirely in them, but we're going to take a peek. And this is the air pump. As the laser's cutting, it's going to be making a lot of smoke, and it's important in order to ventilate out of the area. So it's just a typical air compressor with a line and a power supply. I mean, this gets connected either in the back or the side. We will obviously read the instructions, that way we know we're doing it properly. What I am curious to see though, unless it's inside the actual machine itself, there was actually no power cord. I'm assuming that it's inside the machine, and we'll see what we can find out. Okay, so that was a bit of a pain to get this thing moved. It is not light. I would definitely recommend having 2 people. I was fortunate enough to get a friend to assist. We went ahead and opening this up. There's obviously some packing foam that keeps the laser and everything into position. We're going to remove the inserts, the exhaust outlet. We have our quick start instruction book that we'll actually be looking through. There's our power cord right there, as well as a firewire to USB. It also can use a Cat 6 Ethernet. It came with some sample materials to make a custom keychain. It looks like we have some thin laminate pieces, and I'm assuming that this is acrylic. This piece right here I'm going to be very careful with. This piece right here is actually the rotary tool. It allows you to be able to do mugs, wine bottles, and round objects such as baseball bats and other materials. This thing actually extends out. You plug it into the machine, and there's actually gears on this to be able to calculate the rotations. I need to build a shelf underneath this table, that way I can safely store my rotary adapter. But for the time being, we are going to carefully set this over here. We have the metal grill, that way when we're laser cutting, this allows debris to fall down. I I removed the last bit of packing from the center. Obviously the guide tray is actually pretty deep, that way if you have objects that are fairly tall, it allows you some space. And we have our roster grid that shows the measurement of the piece. This is actually 24 inches wide by 12 inches deep, and of course the panel goes up and down. I'm gonna have to read the instructions, and then we're gonna see if we can get this thing to work. Inside the second box was this 6-inch fan, and as you can tell, it's extremely silent.
Book has all information about how to set up center engraving, how to restore home position, how to set up the rotary attachment and all that. So,
okay.
Yeah, the machine will set itself. Once you turn the machine off, plug that thing in, and then turn the machine back on, it will index itself to the proper area. Wow, that was graceful. Feels terrible.
Oh, that's cool! So, final thoughts. After all that and getting all the training, I have the machine. I got an opportunity to make my own custom cup, which I'm actually very pleased about. It looks really cool. I'll probably make some stencils and stuff like that. That way I can get my jacket, at least either this one or the blue denim, either in a similar font as this one. Overall, I'm very happy with the machine. I am very curious to see the extent of the projects that I can do. I know it's going to be a great investment for the community. I do have lots of plans in mind with making STEM kits for the kids program, so I'm very excited to do that. Now all the pressure is on me. Took all the notes that I had from the technician, so it's just a matter of sit down and do it. So I have a bunch of designs that I've been designing in the interim for waiting for this thing. I have lots of cardboard still in between making the regular kits that you saw, plus new ones, so it's time to make this happen. So if anyone's interested in possibly a particular design that they would like to see, let me know. I'm curious for the challenge. As far as Adobe Illustrator goes, I'm not saying I'm a master at it. I would say right now I'm at beginner, but I'm starting to get pretty close with intermediate. The more that I draw, the more comfortable that I feel with it. I can see my skill increasing to do different designs. So now that I have this, I'm excited to see the stuff that I can make for the kids now. So I already made 1,000 STEM kits. I'm going to collect more recycled materials, plastics, cardboard, and we are going to make this rocking out. So I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you for everyone that's been subbing. I appreciate the likes and the comments. I appreciate everyone's support. So let's do this thing and see where we go from here. This is Kid Hero, and I'll see you next time.